Next we will study the arithmetic operators, arithmetic assignment operators in Python. These are plus equal to, it will assign the sum of left hand side and right hand side values or variables to the variable on the left hand side. Next is assign the difference, minus equal to, asterisk equal to assign the product, slash equal to assign the quotient, double slash equal to assign the floor division, then percent equal to assign the remainder on the left hand side variable, then double asterisk equal to assign the exponent value on the left hand side variable. Example, now if this is the Python code. Values of a, b and c are 5, 10 and 15 respectively. So if you write a plus equal to 10, it means the value of a and 10 will be added. Like value of a is 5 and 10. 5 plus 10 is 15. So new value of a will be 15. Similarly, b minus equal to 5 means value of b minus 5. Value of b is 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. So new value will be 5. Similarly, next one, c asterisk equal to 2. Value of c is 15. 15 into 2 is 30. So it will be assigned to c. Next one, a asterisk equal to 2. A percent equal to 2 will find the remainder and assign to a. A double slash equal to 2 will divide by 2 and assign to b. And a slash equal to 2 will again divide and assign to c. So the final result that you will get will be 15, 5 and 30 for this statement. And 1, 2 and 15.0 for this statement. Next are membership operators. The membership operators are used to find whether the given value exists in the given sequence or not. It returns Boolean value either true or false, showing the presence or absence of the given value in the sequence. In operator returns true if the given value is present in the sequence. Not in is the second membership operator that returns true if the value is not present in the sequence. For example, if you have a sequence 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 as A, if you print 2 in A, so 2 is present in A, so it will return true. 8 in A, 8 is not present in A, so it will return false. 2 not in A, now here 2 is in A and you are checking 2 not in A, so it will return false. 8 not in A, so 8 is not in A, so it is a true statement. So these are the results. Next, identity operator. Identity operator compares the location value of the two variables. Two variables having same value they have the same identity. So they compare the identity of the two variables. These are is and is not. So in this code, value of a and b both are 10. So the identity of a is b is true. And when you write c is equal to a, value of a is 10, so c will also point to 10, so its identity will also be same as a, so both will return true. Similarly for character values, so if you assign value, the identity remains same. But in the next one, if you have using value a comma b is equal to 10, 10, here if you enter 11, so now the identity is changed because value of c is 11 now, so it will return true and false because c and a will not have same identity. But if you enter true, it will return same identity, that is true for both the conditions. Now next type of token, the last type of token are punctuators. Punctuators are those symbols that complete the syntax of the programming statements in Python. They also define the structure of the program. These are the few punctuators that you use to write statements correctly, syntactically correct according to the Python language. Now next, what is expression? Expression is combination of numbers or any type of literals and symbols. Any valid combination of symbols. So it is evaluated by the Python to give a single value. For example, 12 is an expression of value, a plus 10 is expression of variable value and operator. Similarly, 2 into L plus B is an expression. Statement means instruction, a complete instruction that tells the interpreter, Python interpreter, to perform some action. Like print good morning is a statement. It tells to print this message on the screen. Similarly, if a equal to b, print a plus b. This is another statement. Now comments. Comments are those statements that are not executed by the Python interpreter. They are only to provide the readability to the programmer. That is to enhance the readability to the programmer. The different ways of giving comments in Python program are: first, you can use full line comment. So when the statement begins with hash, it becomes a full line comment. So these are the examples of full line comment. Each statement will begin with a hash symbol. Now next type of comments are inline comment. Inline comment means within the line. That is, if you have a Python statement and after that if you use hash and then comment, it is called inline comment. For example, this if a greater than b, then this is the Python statement. This will be executed. Then when you start writing hash, and whatever you write will not be executed. So that becomes inline comment. Third type of comment are multi-line comments or block comments. That is, when you want to give comments that are extending in more than one line, then they are written with the help of triple quotes. So triple quotes in the beginning, then you write the comments in any number of lines, and in the end you end with the triple quotes. This is the example of multi-line comments. Next, blocks and indentation. What is a block? Block is a set of statements. That is when you want a group of statements to be executed together under certain condition or situation, then it is called a block. In Python, blocks are created by writing indentation, by writing them in indented manner. Like if you want to do or perform certain action, if a is greater than b, suppose you want to add 10 to a and you want to subtract 10 from b. So these are the two statements that you want to execute together. If this condition is true, that is a greater than b, then you should write indented. That is, you have to write the statements by shifting inside. So all the statements that are written with the same indent are part of the same block. Now else, if you write another set of statements, you can write with a different indentation. So this is one block, the if block, and this is the next block, that is else block. Now next, variables in Python. Variables are created by assigning equal to operator. Equal to operator is known as assignment operator. So on the left hand side of the assignment operator, there should be a variable, and on the right hand side you can use variable, value, or an expression. L values and R values. L values means on the left hand side. So L value should be a variable only. On the right hand side you can have variable, value, or expression. Like if you write a is equal to 10, s is equal to hello, b is equal to a, l is equal to a plus b. What if you write 60 is equal to a or a plus b equal to c? First four, they are all valid statements, and last two, they are invalid statements. Next are multiple assignments. Multiple assignments, Python provides the multiple assignment feature. That is, you can assign multiple values to multiple variables in different ways. Like if you want to assign same value to multiple variables, then you can write the statement like this: x is equal to y is equal to z is equal to some value. 20 value will be assigned to all the three variables, that is x as well as y and z also. Now you can assign multiple values to multiple variables by writing the statements a, b, c is equal to 10, 20, 30. Now here the values: 10 will be assigned to a, 20 will be assigned to b, and 30 will be assigned to c. That is, the corresponding values are assigned to the corresponding variables. Now expression on the right hand side. So you can have like this also, a plus b. So always the expression should be on the right hand side. On the left hand side, variables should be there. It should not be replaced by anything else. So a, b, c. Then on the right hand side, you can have expressions like a plus 1 or a plus b or a minus b.